how can one approach people on LinkedIn in order to get referrals for jobs? Yeah. So I believe that if you see a job opening online, that applying for it it's too hard, because every time you see a job opening and you apply, thousands of others apply. So how do you get your point across? How do you get a leg up on the competition? Well, the best way is to network using LinkedIn and find people that work at that company and network with them and help them in their careers as well. And I'll tell you how in a second. Help them in their careers as well, and then ask them to introduce you to somebody in human resources or another department or the department that's hiring. And so within LinkedIn, you can easily send emails. As I mentioned before, keep it short and sweet. Mention what you have in common with somebody, and then just ask for a quick Zoom call or a coffee meeting in a more normalized post-COVID environment. Now, when you go to this informational meeting, what happens is this. The first 20 minutes or so, just be yourself and talk about what you have in common with that person. And by the way, before every meeting you have for the rest of your life, what I want you to do, please, is go to Twitter and see who that person follows. Because it'll help you from a networking perspective to just kind of, I don't know, break the ice. And let's say they follow certain baseball teams. You can talk about that. Sports is wonderful boardroom talk. And you can break the ice that way. And 20 minutes into that networking meeting, they're going to very, very politely say to you, why are we meeting? What's the purpose of the meeting? They'll say it nicely. And that's when you say you're interested in learning more about potentially working at that company. So why do they want to help you? Well, people want to help you. All you have to do is ask. And I feel so passionate about this that what I did actually was I licensed a video from Steve Jobs, the Silicon Valley Historical Association, on asking. Most people don't ask. Now, when you meet with them, aside from asking, what I want you to do is I want you to help them. And most people in business are motivated by three things. They want to make more money, they want to get promoted faster, and they just want to enjoy their job. And so think of ways that you can help them in 1, 2, or 3 of those areas. Give and you'll receive. It's prophetic. It's been true since the beginning of time. So how can we do this? Well, what we can do is find out what job function they're in, and then think about how you can help them and do a 1-page write-up beforehand. For example, let's say you're meeting with somebody who works in sales. Well, before that meeting with them, you can find 5 people you know or network to get 5 contacts that might potentially be good sales resources for them, customers. Then you sit down with them and you find the right time to pull out that piece of paper and say, I did some research before this meeting and I'm grateful you took this meeting with me. Thank you. And here's 5 potential customers for you. If you want, I can introduce you to those people. Who does that? Who does that? You got to ask yourself this. How badly do you want that job? So that's if you're meeting with somebody in sales. If you're meeting with somebody in operations, what you can do is you can find out certain technologies or apps, for example, that could make their life easier. Right? There's an app for everything, or an API for everything, they say these days. So beta test that application and bring it in on your laptop, your iPad, your Android handset, etc., to help them that way.